Hello, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV. Going out sailing on an FX1 to have a look at how it works. Just before I start, I am not claiming that I'm an FX1 or single-handed Spinnaker catamaran expert, but I'm just going to see how I get on with this, and perhaps we can work some things out while out there. Okay. So we're on a very deep mooring here. There's boats behind. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a tricky launch. I'm just going to set the daggerboards in the downwind position, about yay, just to start with, and then I'm going to walk up to the front to get off the mooring. To help doing this, I'm just taking a trapeze wire with me so I don't fall in, and then this is quite a tricky bit. I'm just going to stand over here. So perhaps I would say I wouldn't recommend this. I would get help if you're in this sort of situation. And then I'm going to take the mooring, pass it around to the other side, and then we're going to bear the boat away by bringing the mooring back just until the boat bears off enough so we feel like we can get out. Yeah, about there's good. And we're off. So just going to get into a bit of space and then we'll sort the boat out ready to go. What we'll do is we'll start off by sailing off downwind, and then we'll do some proper upwind sailing, turn downwind, and then off we go. All right, so what are we looking at? Trapeze height. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's about a hand's width off the deck there, so that'll be nice. Okay, so we'll just get into a good starting position down here. Pull the downhill on a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can twist. There we go, nice. Okay, I think that should probably do it. Yeah, maybe we'll sail up to that yellow buoy. So, just going to pop down to leeward, put the daggerboard down, windward, daggerboard down, downhaul. We'll max this out right now. Okay, it's coming up towards the wind, sheeting in, hooking in. Got the traveller out a little bit to start with, just until we see where we are. Going out on the trip, and off we go. So we're going to bring the traveller in. Just been farting around with the GPS there a little bit. And on the upwind here, yeah, it looks okay. We're just trying to keep the pointed part of the hull in the water most of the time. The gusto sheeting out a bit of main. It's quite a gusty wind today. Yeah, so just trying to keep that point of the bow in the water. Big gust coming. So there we are. Use a combination sheet steering just to keep the boat under control. And more downwind to keep going in that gust. Okay, so here we go. We'll tack here and across the boat. Trying to settle on the new side as soon as possible. There we go, and then hooking on, and then when going out onto the trapeze, if you move back on the boat while you're going out, does make it a bit easier because it effectively shortens the trapeze line, meaning that you feel less likely to become unhooked. Quite gusty wind in, so just using a combination of main sheet and steering to control the boat. I'm going to pull a bit more downhaul on. In fact, I think we're pretty maxed there on the downhaul. So as the wind gets stronger on the upwind, more downhaul is going to help. It's really quite gusty. And then generally, if we're looking ahead to our Spinnaker hoist, we're going to be hoisting the Spinnaker on the starboard tack, so on the other tack to where we are now. So we can make some preparations even before we tack. So it's going to come into the boat, and to save us having to go down to leeward later, I'm going to pull this daggerboard up to the downwind mark. We can then go for our tack. Here we go. There we are, we've tacked there. And then the final part in our preparation for the Spinnaker is we're just going to pull this one up and we'll ease the downhaul off. There we go. And now we're going to look at hoisting the kite. So we're going to bear away first. So here's a big gust, so we're going to bear away in the gust. And what we're going to do as we bear away, we're just going to ease a load of main sheet, and we can ease the traveller as well. Yeah, easing the traveller to the tow strap. Main sheet's going out. Okay, and we'll just go past the broad reach, and then I'm just kind of trying to lock the tiller extension by kind of sitting on it a bit, and then going for the hoist. Kite is up, just making sure it is at the top. There we go. And then we also want to get the main sheet in as well, making a bit of a mess of this one. There's quite a lot of steering going on. Okay, so it's important to have the main sheet in fairly tight, because that's going to look after the mast. So here we are. So we've just got main sheet is cleated, traveller's cleated. In fact, we'll bring the traveller up towards the middle. Okay, and now we can start giving it some beans with the kite. So going out on the trapeze, coming towards the back, and we're off. Just easing the kite out, allowing the front edge to curl a little bit, and then putting it back in. There we go, very nice. Coming up a bit for a bit more power. So we're controlling the power with the steering. There we go, moving back a bit in the gust. As the gust hits, keeping that Spinnaker flying nicely. Oh, and she's going very nicely here. Keeping the windward hull just out of the water power wise. Okay, and we're going to go for a jibe. So we're going to come into the boat first. We're going to try to keep both the course good and the Spinnaker flying. So there we go. Not bad, little tweak with the rudders there. Okay, sticks going off the back, and the kite is going to flap here for a minute during the jibe. Hate to say it. Okay, so there's the jibe. Getting the stick, picking up the sheet on the new side, hooking in, or trying to hook in. Okay, and then we're out again and moving back. Okay, and again, just keeping the Spinnaker flying nicely, steering for the gusts. There we go. We're going to drop this soon. It's a good idea with the Spinnaker, especially on your own, to give yourself loads of space for the drop. All right, so coming back into the boat again, trying to keep the Spinnaker flying as we're coming back in. unhook in there, and then we're gonna uncleat it and ready for the drop. Here we go. Oh, it's cleated again. There we go. So just keeping the boat really low there, uncleating the main sheet and the traveller there, just to avoid dirty capsize. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go back upwind, so popping the daggerboards down, hook it in, and out we go. Going out a little bit slower just to make sure that we can really feel the trapeze as we're going out, to make sure we're not going to be dunked in the water. So cranking the main in as much as possible. It's going to help us to flatten the mainsail. Bit of a gust coming in, we'll go for another tack. So here we go. We'll do a sit down tack this time. There we go, under the boom and hooking in. See how that is? Oh yeah, much better. Okay. So in this wind, where the wind isn't so strong, it's probably about 15 knots here, we can have the daggerboards all the way down going upwind. If the wind was stronger and you were feeling overpowered all the time going upwind, then that would be the time to lift the daggerboards probably at 6 inches or so on the upwind, and that will just allow the boat to slip sideways a little bit, and there'll be less drag, and we'll be getting more lift from the daggerboards because we're going faster, so you don't need the full length down there. If you're not sailing upwind at all and it's windy, then you can have the daggerboards lifted almost to the downwind point all of the time, and then the boat becomes really fun to sail, to reach around, a bit more like a Hobie 16 in its feeling, because you haven't got the daggerboards just trying to make the hull lift all the time. So here we are lifting the hull more frequently, but of course it's not practical just to nip in and lift that bad boy at this point. There we go. All right, we'll go for a tack there. So I'm going to come in like we did last time. I'm going to pull this daggerboard up to the downwind point before we tack, save us having to go to the leeward side. All right, so we'll tack there. We'll pull this daggerboard up, and then this time we made a mistake last time. We hoisted the kite before we pulled the main sheet in, so this time we'll bear away, then we'll pull the main sheet in, and then we'll hoist the kite. So bearing away here, easing main as we bear off. Going to let the downhaul off again. All right, so now we're pointing pretty much downwind. Going to pull the kite up, making sure it really is at the top. There we go, taking the sheet. All right, just going to tidy up my ropes there, otherwise, oh, I did it again, didn't sheet in the main before hoisting the kite, so just going to do that now. As I said at the start, we are learning as we go along, as this isn't something we do very much of. Okay, so now we're all good to go. Going to go out onto the trapeze. You don't have to trapeze, of course. If you're not fancying the trapeze, you could just sail a little bit deeper downwind. So we're just waiting for the big gust, heading up a bit till the big gust comes along, and then when it hits, we'll bear off quite a lot and we'll jump towards the back of the boat. Oh, it's really light there. Okay, we can see the gust coming. Here it comes, and there we go, quite a big bear away. the speedo there, that's pretty good. Considering this wind's not the best. Just have to be careful with these windsurfers down here. There we go, he's getting out of there. Got some nice pressure here coming down. Quite a lot of load on the kite in this breeze. If you're going to be sailing in a strong wind with the Spinnaker and you can't quite handle the load with one hand, you could put a second block in there, which would help. But the second block adds too much resistance in the light winds, so you would have to take the rope out of there in the light winds. So there we go. All right, so we're going to come into the boat, then we're going to go for a jibe. Again, we're going to try to keep it flying as we come in. Just dragging a bit of tiller extension as we come in there. Okay, here comes the jibe. And hooking in. We'll just go out for a little bit on this tack. Okay, and we're going to come in there actually, because like I said, the first time we want to make sure we have got plenty of space for the drop. Okay, so there we go, we're pretty far downwind. Hoist dropping as quickly as possible, because just easing everything off there. So if at any point the Spinnaker is not coming in, just have a look around and try to analyze where it is that's causing the issues. So we're all set up. Left the daggerboards up for reaching. It'll give the boat kind of like a softer feel, less severe. So on the beam reach, we're just setting the traveller so that with the main sheet you can put it in pretty much block to block, except in the stronger gusts. And then we're just playing the main sheet for the gusts on the reach. In fact, this is a bit more of a close reach at the moment. Got the Spinnaker sheet in the water. There we go, there's a bit of wind there. Okay, before we go out in a blaze of glory, here I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope this has been informative, interesting and perhaps even entertaining. Thanks again to all the patrons of the channel. If you want to help me make more videos, then please click on the Patreon link below and get involved there. I've recently had to buy another camera because of a drowned 05. That's right, drowned. Okay, so it's big gust. We're going to go for our beamy, see what she's got. There we go, just popping the hull up, bringing it downwind. 17.2. We need more winds. Okay, so coming into the boat, thinking about putting the kite up again. Alright, it's now turning the boat downwind. Just looking for the windsurfers as we go. See who's going to be a problem. So we're hoisting the kite on the wrong tack. See how this goes for us. Oh, not too bad, just because we're in a bit of a hole there. And once again we forgot to sheet the main in before hoisting the kite. This is the problem with sailing alone. All right, we have got windsurfers, could only be called in the danger zone. So if we get a big gust now, this guy with the yellow sail is going to be toasted as we bear off onto him, but he's not toasted just yet. All right, so here we go, moving out onto the trapeze. and we're just cranking it and winding it. Here we go, we're cranking it. Looks like there's a bit of a gust coming up. Just trimming as we go. We just want a bigger gust. There we go, there it is, the bigger gust. Coming up. We haven't got time for the drop, we're going to have to go for a jibe. Alright, so coming into the boat, just there. Keeping the spinnaker filled, and we're going for the jibe. Getting hooked in. Oh, we're going to need that. Oh. And there we go, she said. Oh. And we are cruising. All right, it's easy to get carried away here, but we have got this point where we're going to have to drop it coming up, so I'll get this down quick. Out again. 19.78, still not 20 knots, never mind. Tidy up our sheets. Oh, traveller's not completed. More problems of single-handed sailing. So, just pulling the traveller up there. Go for a tack. Here we go. There's the wind. Right, go for the sit down tack. Okay, where we're going to park it. There is no preferential parking available. Oh my goodness. Now we'll just go for a little bit. We'd call this on a different boat as twin string broadie, but because there's only one of me, this will just be called a broadie. Alright.